Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here with my co-host, Mel B. and Michael John from the Traitors Canada Season 2. I am so happy to have you here, Michael John. How are you doing today? What's been going on?
Well, I'm going to give you the little rascals high sign. So just to say hello. But what's been going on? My God, I'm still watching as the events unfold on the Traitors Canada Season 2, and my mind is blown with the way it's playing out. I mean, watching the whole season triggering for me, and I shared this on another interview, triggering in the sense because there's certain things, certain elements of it. As soon as you get there, I can't speak for other people. As soon as I got there, and maybe you guys relate, I don't know, but the paranoia kicks in so fast. And I'm paranoid anyway in my real life. So it's like, I don't trust anybody. And, why are they talking to me? Why are they asking all these questions? It's like, in my head, I'm like, maybe some people were already spoken to and they're ahead in the game. Like, there's all kinds of trickery. So, I mean, who knows what's going on? So it was a heck of a journey with that. But then watching everything unfold and watching what your peers are saying about you, it's humorous for sure. I mean, I got a laugh out of it, but just the same, I was like, hey, you know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. Well, how did you get involved? I mean, it's such an interesting world. And then did you do some training? Like, how did you prepare to get on the show?
Did I do some training?
No. I mean, we've seen more recently that Netta has 500 pages of homework that she did before getting on the show. So when you got the call, what kind of preparation did you do?
So I'm going to disappoint everybody. I'm on the exact opposite side of the spectrum, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a real TV watcher, number one. I hadn't heard of the show, which was great in the sense getting on there with all these celebrities. I wasn't starstruck. I mean, I knew who Gail was because of our both of us having a pro wrestling background, but I didn't know her per se. Like, we knew each other. It's a weird concept, but anyway. No, I didn't prepare. It was just like, okay, well, I got the gist of it when as I was getting ready and I had my interviews and stuff. So, I mean, it was suggested. I think I looked at a 30-minute clip of one of the, maybe from the UK. Don't quote me either because my memory's good but short. It's terrible. But anyways, yeah, I know it's terrible, right? Talk about not prepared. I was like, I got this, no problem. I'll go there. Good guy, bad guy. In my head, it's like wrestling. Good guy versus bad guy. Heel versus babyface. Yeah, no problem. And I want to be the heel. I want to be the traitor. Please, oh my God, if my stars align, let me be the traitor. This is my thought process. That's where it started and that's where it ended.
Okay, so you went in wanting to be a traitor. Sorry, go ahead, Mel.
I was just going to say, that's so funny. So you didn't watch any seasons ahead of time?
No.
Michael John. Oh my God. I absolutely love that. The wrestling side definitely came across. Like, I remember we were watching the show and you could feel that, like, that energy in the confessionals that you were given. Like, I can't remember. I think it might've been like the 3rd or 4th episode. And you said something about, I think it was about Kara in the confessional, and yes, whatever way you said it, I just cracked up because I thought that you gave that wrestler energy 100%.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. We're all doing our thing there and doing our best to, come across as we could with our persona. So if it came across like that, thank you.
Yeah. When you got there, so you hadn't watched it beforehand. Did you have a plan at all going in? Like, once you found out you were a traitor, yes, what was your thought process then of like how you were going to fool everyone?
Okay, so to the best of my ability, it depends who you ask. Of course, opinions vary. But I thought I was going to be stealthy, and no one would notice. In my head, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and be a quiet one because you're listening, and I caught wind of what people were saying. That's kind of, I played it literally by ear, listening and hoping I'd catch an idea or two on how to go about, what I should or should not be doing. But otherwise, I tried to remain quiet. And then if I was spoken to, I just, hey, what do you think about, I don't like Mel B, she's wearing red today. I don't like the red on her. Looks like she's out for blood. What do you think? Oh, Mel B, yeah, wearing the red. Oh my God, it's terrible. I just go with the wave, man. That was it. That's what I did because I didn't know what else to do. And it worked. I had a couple people at the beginning, Enoch being one, even Mike right out of the gate. He's like, boom, this guy right here. plays with his beard and his answers are rehearsed and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, I kind of laughed at that, but then it went away, you know, somehow, some way it started to deflect off into the abyss. And I just kept soldiering on, as they say. So I just, again, being quiet and piping up when I had to, if I was asked. And it's funny because as soon as I was asked, what do you think, Michael John? Like Lori would ask, who do you have on your radar, Michael John? I'm telling you. So my face, to the best of my ability, is poker, but I'm like this. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. If I'm going to be straightforward, right? That's how I was. That's how it felt.
So if you were to, be invited to play again, or if you could have revisionist history here, would you change your game strategy going in? Would you do a little bit more research? Like, do you feel that you gave yourself the best opportunity to win this time around?
1,000,000%. I would research. I would have a watch party. That way I could get on. I'd have other people here. Hey, let's put it on. I'd have to put it on. I'd have to watch it. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I'm just saying, by any means necessary, yes, I would research the living heck out of it. Number one, game plan would change. I'd be taking more. I'd double my notes. I'd make Netta look like she didn't take a note. You know what I mean? Like, for sure.
I don't know. That's a lot of writing to do. 500 pages is madness.
What did it feel like for you when you got into the conclave for the first time? Reveal, who you are and who you're going to be working with. Like, I would be having my heart rate speeding like this. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, number one, pretty ladies scare me. I've had a few, I've been blessed to have a few in the course of my life, 5 engagements, 1 marriage, all seriousness, just kind of, life happens. So it's like, I'm afraid of pretty women. It's like, uh-oh. So I come in there and in my head, again, paranoia, in my head, somehow, some way, Netta and Kira already had 20 minutes to talk about me and plot and scheme against me. That's what I thought had happened, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So that's my mindset. As soon as I come in, and I'm like, hey, hello, how's everybody? Or whatever I said, I was just kind of like, like very, because I'm already terrified of the two of them. What are they doing? And then Kira solidifies my paranoid thoughts by saying, why do you want to murder Gail? We want to recruit her later. And I'm thinking, well, that's their plan. They're going to get rid of me and recruit Gail. Gail's got to go. That's why I was so Gail.
Yeah. I honestly, I picked up on that too. It was watching the show and have her look at you and say, but what if we want to recruit her later? It was like, yeah. I mean, she knew in that moment that she, it was a slip of the tongue, but there is definitely something to being the third traitor in that room. Yes. Because I went into the conclave third on my season and I had the exact same feeling that you're talking about. Like, I remember going in and being like, I'm the odd one out. And when I was there too, like both of my traders had said, we've heard your name. So like right off the get-go, you're there meeting the people that you're supposed to trust, but you already felt like you were up against it. Is that like, did you get that right?
You nailed it. Nailed it. Yeah. I don't believe anything they say. They've already got it figured out. I'm already hanging on a cross, if you will. I'm already crucified,
Wow. Now, this is very therapeutic.
Sorry?
This is very therapeutic.
Oh my God, isn't it? Thank you, doctor. I'll send the check in the mail in the bed.
Oh, listen, I'll give you my what is it that they do in the States? Venmo.
Whatever you need.
So with the working with Kira and Netta, did you ever have a good working relationship with them, or were you always feeling like you're on the outs with them, or did you ever kind of congeal as a nice traders group?
Nice. No. So dare I say, when the letter came out, you need to shake someone's hand and get them to say, I trust you. I think that was the most unity the three of us had. I think right there, I mean, even the moments where I was with just me and Kira, I mean, watching that, I was like, I saw the genuine human being that Kira is. And she, I was like, yeah, you're like watching it back, right? It was like, wow, you know what? Yeah, we were in cahoots, if you will. We were working together as a unit. And then Netta came out and the same thing. That was like probably the most connected, in my opinion. I mean, maybe you guys saw something else on a different episode, but for that one, I thought that was the connection, the moment of connection for the three of us was where we were together.
And what made you decide to shake Dylan's hand? He wasn't happy with this.
Are you ready? Here we go. So fiance number 2, he looked like her ex-boyfriend who she used to always hang out with. So instantly I didn't like him because he looked like someone I didn't like. What are you laughing at, Mel?
That's my favorite answer to any question ever.
Got to be truthful here, man. But Dylan himself, I mean, it was like, he was very outspoken, and he was, you know, he was a threat to us for sure because he was so outspoken. That guy was a dart thrower, and you didn't know it could have been me or the two girls next. But also, I felt that Dylan and I mean, there was not, I mean, at the beginning I was calling his name out. I don't know if it was on the episodes or whatever, but I was like, yeah, Dylan, you know, I want to get him to the other faithfuls, right? During, you know, but I don't think that ever came across. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry if it didn't. So as that went on, I was like, yeah, you know what? There's no heat between me and Dylan. There's no heat between any of us with Dylan. You know what? And he seems like the one most likely. Now I could be like, hey, I don't trust anybody. And I know you're, you know, to the effect, I know you're on the ball here and I need to talk with you. I need to talk with you. Okay. And he says in the car tomorrow, I go, okay, but do you trust me? I need to know you trust me. Shake my hand. Tell me you trust me, please. You know, and then boom, winner, Daniel.
He's out of there.
Was that something that when you got that note, were you like, it seemed like you were eager to be the one to do the handshake? Is that like, why? I guess is my question.
You know what's
that's
crazy?
I thought that would be the scariest thing to do because it's so in plain sight, but you seem to be really excited about it.
You know what, Mel? At that point, my ego had blown up so much as being a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
I was unstoppable in my head. You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, sorry, something's happening on my phone. Sorry. So I was unstoppable in my head, and I could do this. I could do any of this. I could stand on my head and have juggle a cat on my feet, the house cat. I'll do that if that means a murder's going to happen. I'll do it. Let's do it. Whatever you need, I'm going to do it. I'll run through a wall, by God. Like at this point, because I can, because I'm a traitor. It consumes you, or it consumed me anyway. At that point, I was beyond confident.
So now the other contentious moment was when you took the $5,000 for the shield. Can you just maybe go through your thought process of when you were talking to Cut In, making that decision, and then getting all that heat from Kira?
Well, okay, in the beginning, no. So sitting across from Corinne, oh my God, I mean, she's a gorgeous lady. And again, you know, thrown off right away, you know, she's asking about money. And I was just like, wait, take whatever you want from the pot. I was like, and I get a shield? That means the faithfuls don't get a shield. That means we got more people to murder, more opportunities of who we can murder. Okay, I'll give you $5,000. You know, whatever, let's do it. And that was it. It was like, poof, done. And I was like, okay, you know, so then Pac-Man, you know, he's looking down his nose at me. You're shook, bro. You're shook. What's going on? And it's like, why is he saying, oh, shit? You know? Oh, no. You're not. This is the first time I've ever seen you shook. And he was going on. I'm like, I wish he'd shut up. Oh, my God. But he wouldn't. He was right. You know, I didn't like it. So he carried on with that. And then Kira caught my glance during the round table. Asking, and she's like, did you do it? And I was like, no, you know. So in my head, I was like, you know, I'll stay solid. I'm not saying nothing. Who are these girls, you know? As soon as I get in there, as soon as I see Kira, and Kira's in great shape, you know what I mean? She's well built, she's tall, she's you know, intimidating too, right? And that's so again, trigger factor for me was like, oh God. You know, just the anger and you talk at her. I was like, yeah, I did. You know, only thing I didn't do was suck my thumb. My God, I was done. I was so mad at myself, but I was like, okay, you know, the Netta, and that's where I saw a big difference, and where the viewers saw the big difference between the two personalities of those two girls. Kira was just like out for blood for me, and Netta right away, the smarter game player. She's got experience from other shows, Big Brother, etc. She's looking at the big picture, you know. And if you hear her comments, she's like, if she's losing her mind over $5,000 on him, what's going to happen with me? And it's only, and to Netta's like, it's only $5,000. And even to me, that's my thought problem. But Netta was just like, well, you know, there's a bigger picture with Kira that I got to worry about. This is me talking like Netta, right? So that, you know, Netta. Sorry, I took off there. My plane takes off sometimes in the wrong direction. So,
hey man,
anyways,
we're on the plane with you.
Thank you.
Go where you gotta go.
So Netta in the conclave, was just more empathetic, more like, okay, so you must have some sort of a master plan. The calmness in her tone, she was reeling me in too, I guess. Let's look at it like that, realistically. But I felt with her, even though that chaos right there was going on, with an angry Kira. Oof. No one wants to get that woman angry for sure. And I mean that with all due respect. If she's watching, oh my God. But,
How'd you feel then seeing a few episodes later that Cedric gets an opportunity he's voted least trustworthy, and then he gets the opportunity to take almost 10 grand for himself with pretty much no repercussions?
One sentence. Proud of him.
Yeah. Can confirm. I don't think there's one person like that I've even heard that would disagree with what he did. I think everybody's like, smart move.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is this now, are you like on the trade? Have you been bitten by the Traitors bug? Are you going to be watching every season? Are you excited for season 3 of the US to come around? Like, or have we made a Traitors fan of you now that you've been on the show?
I wish I could say that, but I have so many
that sounds like a no.
Yeah, I got a lot of things on my plate. I'm watching this season wrap up, of course, because I want to see what happened to all my peers, how it plays out, because that's important to me. I'm very busy with a lot of other things, because of the show. I mean, it's really helped. So I was involved in pro wrestling a million years ago, and then it all of a sudden came back around recently, and because of the Traitors, it's really blowing up. I'm getting some real opportunities with that, so I'm kind of hitting the ground running with that. Between being a single cat father and then having a regular job, this is what I'm doing. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'll have some time off during the holidays. I might do some binge watching and grab some pizza. And I'm not going to say the brand name because I don't want to, probably can't say it. But anyways, I have a particular I like, so I'll hammer some pizza and watch some Traitors for sure.
Yay! Like, I'm a big super fan of the Traitors, and so I'm like, I want people to watch it and get excited about it. So I'm happy that it seems like you've made a little bit of a Traitors fan out of you, which is fun.
I would say that. Yes, I would agree with you.
Would you do it again if someone asked you?
Yeah.
Little hesitancy there. Would you want to still be a traitor, or would you want to see what it would be like to play as a faithful?
No, I'm gonna answer your question like this. So my hesitancy was I would love to have Corinne's spot. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna shoot for the moon.
The host.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody's keeping her out of the matter though.
Well, if you were the host,
she will burn that down before she leaves, I think.
Can always have a co-host
this season. Like, yes. At the beginning, who would you have chosen to be the Traitors?
Oh, what a great question. Well, I'm biased. I'd want to be in the mix for sure. And if I could choose my teammates, man, I would choose Aaron. That's the first name that's coming to my melon. Probably Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren, yeah, she's getting a lot of heat, but like it's because she's
great.
So good at keeping her emotions
stealthy.
And
I think she's very stealthy. I think she would have made a traitor for sure.
She would be another Kira, but in a different way.
Energy,
if that makes sense. Like you just wouldn't know. Just like Kira, no one knew. It's great.
So in watching Monday's episode, you've been watching, along with this season. How did you feel when Kara and Netta's roundtable, and how did you feel after watching her get eliminated?
Well, I didn't feel bad for her. No, I did not. You reap what you sow, and karma comes swiftly sometimes. And I enjoyed watching Netta, like just, slowly the layers of the onion are coming off of her, and here she is in all her splendid glory. Just, okay, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. I'm scared of her, and here's why, and blah, blah, blah. And that whole room, the round table, they're just like, I mean, I'm on beta, like I'm on the edge of my seat, literally watching this, enjoying it, wondering. I mean, because honestly, the way they were bantering, I mean, you would think, just the knowledge that I have now, the little bit of knowledge I have now, traitor on traitor fights happen a lot, and that was clearly what that was. And I'm surprised no one really mentioned that. If they did, I missed it. I'm sorry, but I don't think they did. I don't think anybody caught on to that, because it certainly wasn't mentioned in the roundtable discussion. Is this traitor on traitor? No one questioned that.
Yeah, I think they mentioned it after. I think Nick said something, and it seems like a lot of people are starting to suspect Netta. So I'm a bit worried for her with this
Yes.
upcoming week. But who are you rooting for now? Like, as a traitor eliminated, are you rooting for the people, or are you rooting for the traitors for a win?
I'm going for Netta. I'm team Netta all the way. You know.
Yeah. It's so crazy because like I get to the point where like I want to see Netta win, but I also like no matter what the outcome, I know it's going to be good TV.
Oh, absolutely.
You know
Yeah.
I mean?
To see like the traitor, like she really has like an upward hill, like a steep hill to climb to be able to get that win. And so if she gets that win, I think that it's going to be an exceptional season all around. And if the faithfuls are able to pull it together, I'll be like, yes, they finally figured it out.
You know, right. Faithfuls win after such a season with their reputation being like the worst faithfuls in the franchise, and they win. It's going to be like iconic.
Yeah, like what a punchline that would be, right? Like, wow. But I'm still pulling for Netta. I think Netta's going to pull it off. Netta's going to surprise everybody at the end. She's going to win it all and walk away with the gold.
I'd love to see it.
Battle. I know.
I've been a fan for years, so it would be nice to see a fan, like someone that I'm a fan of, like do her thing and get the win that she deserved on her first season of Big Brother. So season 2.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, you work in like paranormal investigations, and I love to talk. We both actually love to talk about, spirituality, psychic thoughts. Did you have any psychic inclinations during the game? Could you feel when you were going to be going? Oh, you're like, no, nothing was detected.
No, I'm
was
not.
Was the house haunted?
Yeah, no. You know what? I was saying that in jest. I am not a psychic. We all have abilities, right? But I mean, I'm not. I don't claim to be that. I'm a paranormal enthusiast. I've definitely done investigations. If I took this camera off the tripod here and I walked around, I'd show you all my ghoulish stuff here. It's Halloween USA 24 hours here. I've got things from graveyard dirt to haunted masks. And I mean, there's legit. I purposely have mirrors across from mirrors to open portals, that sort of stuff. I'm committed. So
did you have any inclination that you were going to be going home the night that you did? Like any sort of like epiphany, a dream, anything like that?
Epiphany. I love that. What a great word. No, but you know what? Energy doesn't lie. Mm-hmm. Once I borrowed the $5,000, the energy of everybody shifted. I noticed just, people just kind of, it was like I had, as you said, heat. I had nuclear heat at that point. You know what I mean? People were just kind of, they talked to me, but it was just, and plus in my head, I'm dying. Like, oh my God. It was so bad. It was, I thought everybody hated me, but again, it's part of the game. We got to understand that it's a game. So you make your choices and you carry on, you soldier on, you do your thing. But yeah, I felt a shift. So when we went to do the car rides after the bridge walk, and I've been trying to get with Gail to talk with Gail, like, hey, let's talk. Oh yeah, we'll do a car ride. And she just kept doing that, deflect. Even that final car ride from the bridge, we were supposed to ride back, and I no idea where she was. And then it all made sense. After it's like, okay, well, she already had her mind made up and wanted nothing to do with me at that point, and that's okay. I get it. I mean, we're playing, right? But it's just funny. So that's answering your question. Yeah, that was my epiphany. It was the energy shift of people, including Gil.
Mel, did you experience the same kind of energy shift? Like when, yeah.
Thought, so there was, a planned ambush for me at the first roundtable, first night, that I felt. So like on our way, walking in to like take our seats, there was just this, like, you're not allowed to say anything. You have to be quiet. And there was this energy I felt. And like before we even walked into the room, I remember standing and looking around, and Crystal wouldn't make eye contact with me, and me and Crystal had been really close.
Yes.
And Leroy, I still trusted, but he was giving me weird energy. And like the people who I thought were my people, I could feel like this, I can't describe it, but there was definitely an energy shift. Yeah. And then the next day is when I had my little meltdown and started to spiral, because I was like, something is happening, and I couldn't figure it out. And then like Michael said, the paranoia gets to you. So then you start thinking, you don't know who you can trust, and you just start going in circles. And unfortunately, I fizzled out that night. So night 2, I knew, but yeah, night 1, I felt
But yeah, it literally consumes you, right? And it's like, who do you talk to? It's like if you talk to someone, well, they're going to judge you and think maybe you're a traitor. Why are they doing this? And why are they paranoid? Oh, they're paranoid because they think they're getting caught, etc. We go so many scenarios here. If you want to share what's going on in your mind that in depth, right? That's the game, and that's the hard part too. There's so many hard parts to it, but that's one of them, is to share how paranoid you are.
Yeah, it's a really great concept. It's such a cool game.
Yes.
So we have some rapid fire questions. Just answer with one of your castmates or yourself if you'd like to. So who would you say is the most manipulative player in the game or during the season?
Damn, that's Cedric for sure.
Oh, okay. Most annoying?
Cedric, let's go for 2. And I adore him. I really do.
Who's the loudest? Cedric.
Trana.
Funniest?
Me.
Yay! Which way would you like to invite to dinner?
Wait, what? Sorry?
Invite to dinner. Who would you like to have a dinner with? Who would you want to hang out with?
Oof. Man.
Nobody?
No.
I'm kidding.
I don't mean
Too many to choose from.
There's a lot to choose from. Yeah. I mean, can I do a 3? A list
Sure.
of 3 maybe? So in no particular order, probably Cedric, Nick, and Netta.
Oh, that would be a fun dinner.
Fun dinner for
Right?
sure.
Who's the most opinionated?
Who has opinions? Oof. Sorry, in my head, the faces keep rolling.
You need like a cast sheet.
Dude, I'm telling you, I should have. Yeah, I'm sorry. Probably Trana.
Okay. And in hindsight, who would you say was the most trustworthy player in the game?
For myself?
Who you
Puberty.
consider to be most trustworthy? Yeah.
Kevin.
Aw, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions that I have for you, Michael John. Mel B, do you have anything else you'd like to ask?
My main question that I was excited to ask, you've already answered it, and that was, do you really have 5 ex-wives? But you already answered that at the beginning. I thought, honestly, Michael, I just wanted to say that I had so much fun watching you. I instantly connected as soon as I saw people catching on to you early. I was like, okay, so there's Mel B. We're going to watch his downfall now, and hopefully he lasts a little longer. And I was very, very impressed because you did have a lot of eyes on you. People were talking about you, and you still went like 8 episodes. Like, that is absolutely wild. So I want to congratulate you on that. I thought you were fabulous. And I also really enjoyed your confessionals. I thought you were
yeah, your confessionals were excellent.
They were so funny, and I think you were TV gold. And I just hope that opportunities keep pouring in for you. Because
wow. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you both very much.
Thank you. And then, Michael John, if you have anything else you want to share about your experience or final thoughts, final words, the floor is yours.
How many people can only dream about an opportunity like this? But I was really, and I don't use this term loosely, I was really blessed to have the opportunity. And just enjoy the moments. For anybody out there, enjoy your moments in life because they come so fast. Thank you both very much. This has been great.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest. I guess it's a weekend, so great weekend.
Yeah. You girls as well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.